Before we begin, check out In the Kitchen with Darlene. I don't know how the video is, really. I can see what I think the video looks like. I don't know what the audio sounds like. I got my microphone right here. It's plugged in. It's the Audio Technica microphone that I have. And I got me a glass of wine. So, I'm just testing out the camera. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. A lot of them were on like current events, things going on around the planet, around the world. A couple of those YouTube videos were from channels of, you know, kind of mainstream preppers, I guess you could say. I mean, in terms of YouTube videos, not necessarily that they are, mainstream in the sense that they're top of their game or anything, but mainstream in the sense of, a talking head on a YouTube channel. So some of them say, you know, the things they always say. They're saying, oh no, the world's coming to an end, or oh no, you won't be able to buy groceries, or you won't be able to heat your house during the winter, or have gasoline in your car, crazy stuff like that. Which, we all know that you know, stuff happens. You know, the shit stuff in the world happens. It does. You know, but a lot of fear mongering and a lot of assumptions and a lot of uh, looking too deep into things and reading too far into things has gone on and on and on and on. I watch one YouTube video, and this lady talks about her garden, and canning, and putting back food for the winter, and all that good stuff. And she's upbeat, and has a great outlook on life, and thinks that everything's going to be okay. She's got all of her stuff in her pantry. She's got all these gardens. She's got pets. She's got animals. She's got poultry. She's got cattle. On a nice little small farm, and she's all set. Got a wood burning stove. Stuff like that. And then I go to the next video and watch this video, and it's about a guy who lives in New York City, and his videos are on top of a building. So in the background, all you see is tops of other buildings and windows and concrete and bricks. And he talks about how horrible it's going to be and how bad it's going to be, and predicting that the riots in the streets are going to destroy businesses, and which it might. It has different times in different parts of the world. Different cities here or there. This guy lives in New York, so who knows? Maybe he's right about his situation, where he's at. What's going on there. But if you're sitting in Arizona, or Spokane, Washington, or Middle Tennessee, or in eastern Kentucky and the Appalachian Mountains and this and that, will you really experience that? Maybe if you're in Los Angeles or Chicago or Philadelphia, maybe. Who knows? Maybe those cities will do just fine. Maybe it'll be some crazy place that most people assume nothing will happen. watched another video, and these guys, there's two guys on there, and they were, you know, it was more of a discussion, one like a question and answering thing, where one would say, hey, you know, one of my viewers thinks that, the stuff that's going on over in Europe is going to spill over into the United States and Canada and Mexico, and cause problems here, and we're not going to have fuel for our cars, we're not going to have heat for our homes, we're not going to have this, we're not going to have that, we're not going to be able to go out and get a bottle of wine, but the way I see it is everything goes in cycles. You have your up times and your down times, and your up times and your down times. It's cycles. Everybody knows that cycles happen. It happens in everything. The seasons, right? Economies, careers, friendships, marriages, life in general. Everything goes in cycles. You have your good times, you have your bad times. Your good times, your bad times. Right? But if you do what the ordinary fear, right? And I think that's the point of this video, is do what the ordinary fear, right? The ordinary fear losing. And they see losing as a bad thing. All right, so say your career changes, you lose your job, you get laid off, you get fired, whatever the situation, or you decide on your own that, it's just time to go, time to do something else. It's a type of loss, right? Most people fear that. Most people fear change. Most people fear what they think others will look down on them about, right? They don't want to be looked down upon for any reason whatsoever. But if you do what the ordinary fear, right? Put in a garden. Many people fear that because they feel like their neighbors and their friends and their families will think, oh, they can't afford to go buy their own food. Get you some animals. Raise some animals. Ducks, chickens, rabbits, sheep, goats, maybe a couple of small cows. Who knows? A lot of people don't do that because they fear it. It's not what ordinary people do, right? Do what the ordinary fear, and you can accomplish a tremendous amount. You can have gardens, you can have livestock, you can have a home that's well insulated and warm during the winter. You could have, even without going out and having an ordinary job, you can have what most people don't have. You can have time to do the things you want to do. You can have hobbies. You can accomplish some of the projects that you've always wanted to work on. You can end up with a runny nose and walk around the house and never wipe it. Nobody'd care, right? You do with the ordinary fear. And what is that? What could it be? Could it be the ordinary people of the world fear? They fear having to get out and walk. They fear not having air conditioning. They fear not having to be able to go to the grocery store. All kinds of things like that. I fear not being able to support my family. I mean, that's a normal, average, everyday fear for everybody. Everybody who is in a position where they support a family. Economics, finances, people. Get out, Boggy. Yeah. What's my glass of wine? Little tiny buggy flying around here. I hate those things. I don't know. Little, they call them gnats. Little tiny things that fly around. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the video right here because I got into this video. I had all these great intentions and things I was going to talk about, and then all of a sudden my mind went blank. I guess I had a senior's moment. But anyway, don't forget to check out In the Kitchen with Darlene. The link will be in the description below. Click that link, go there and subscribe. She's got a wonderful, wonderful cooking channel. Check you out later.
Hello everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some turnip greens. Now we had a friend that just gave us a whole bunch of turnip greens. Now this pan, I've squished it down in a little bit. The turnip greens came way up here. This is a 5-pound thing of turnip greens right now, and if you squish it down into it, it'll all fit into this pan. And you know how most greens, they're fluffy. If you fluffed it up, it'd probably come up to here, like a 10-quart pan. This is a 5-quart pan, so they're going to be wonderful, fresh turnip greens, wonderful. But that's a 5-quart pan. So